morning, my loves, and happy Monday to you. My hair just got caught in my ring. Happy Monday to you. It is Saturday for me. It is February 22nd. And for you, it's March. It's March 2nd. Today, I kind of wanted to take you along on my day because I am revamping my Nook area. So I think it was almost a year ago that I took the kitchen Nook, like the breakfast Nook, and decided to make it my own little Zen meditation space. Just a place where I feel really safe and can visualize, meditate, draw tarot, all that kind of stuff. And I have been just vibing so hard with the color green. I think it has something to do with the fact that my birthstone is emerald. I'm an earth sign, so I'm just like obsessed with sage green right now. I just bought new sage green curtains for my living room. I'm thinking about repainting some of the walls. So I've lived in this house for 5 years now, and oh my gosh, is it really 5 years? Yeah, in June it'll be 5 years. And the paint on the walls has been the same. It's been kind of that bluish gray color. So I'm just feeling this need to change things up, maybe make it a little bit warmer, you know, while I'm still living here. So yeah, I'm revamping the Nook. I'm going to Hobby Lobby and TJ Maxx and probably Marshall's. The vision I have for that Nook for the spring is I want it to essentially be a greenhouse. I want to feel like I'm outside when I'm indoors. So there's going to be a lot of green, a lot of plants. Oh, I'm just so excited to bop around and see what I can find at some of these stores. So I'm going to take you along with me. Okie doke, enough of my blabbering. I am going to head on over. Like, just so you know, it's 9:30 in the morning. I woke up at 7:30 this morning, did my meditation, and then I was like, okay, I just want to be out and about. It's sunny, it's beautiful out. So that is what we are gonna do. Ooh. All right, so I did so good at Hobby Lobby. Sorry, I know it's kind of dark. I'm like ducking underneath the trunk of my car right now. My coat is just like falling apart, but I found so much greenery there. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see this like just in person, but ooh, it's amazing. I'm excited to like put this on my bookshelves, and yeah. And a lot of the stuff was 50% off, 40% off. So if you were looking for some greenery, I highly recommend going to Hobby Lobby. I also got some really cute like apothecary jars because I wanted to put like some Epsom salt and bath salts and things in there with rose petals, and just, I don't know, I have this like real creative bug, this real creative itch today, so there might be a DIY in today's video. And I also found some really awesome little candle scents too. Like, I want to start making candles that have herbs and crystals in them. So, ooh, and I found like a white tea and ginger candle scent, like the oil for the candles, because I have all my candle making stuff at the house. I'll do a little haul once I get home. I think I'm gonna hit up Marshall's because it's just right over here, and just see if they have some other little things. Someone just peeled out over there. So I'm gonna run over there and see if they have a few more things, and then we'll head home. Okay, so I just got home, just unpacked everything onto the kitchen countertop. It is so cool to actually see it all here together. I am absolutely obsessed. I got every single thing I wanted, like everything I envisioned in my mind. So I can't wait to actually put it all together in the Nook. But let me just show you this beautiful, earthy little garden I've got going on here. Seriously, I could just die right now. Like, this is amazing. So I got all these really cute apothecary bottles and like different kind of rose petals and flowers. So I'm gonna kind of make it look something like that, but put different crystals and stones in there just because I think that would look beautiful for decorations. I got some Himalayan bath salts, so that can kind of go at the bottom of these apothecary jars. Some flowers, some greenery from Hobby Lobby. I love this little thing. I put it together, like basically this was separate and that was separate. And then this tree house, like, come on. It's made in the Philippines. It's precious. Some jute, like some twine. It got some candles, this really cool like log thing. I think I can actually pour some wax in here and create my own candles. And then a bunch of like greenery and ferns. So I'm so excited. So the Nook right now is really pretty. You can see I started adding some of the greenery, but I'm going to change this out with this really pretty, you can't really see the color of it, but it's light green and it's got lace. It's more of like a table runner. And then I'm going to switch out this blanket, this white blanket, for more of this sage green one. You can't really see the color here. But yeah, my plants are trying to come back to life. So these in the middle are doing pretty well, but these other ones are just kind of, they're trying. They're really, really trying. So I'm going to go ahead and change out of this dress since I'm going to be moving around or rearranging stuff. And then we will get started creating this Zen greenhouse garden nook. So I have got all of my fun little apothecary things right here. So I wanted to point this out. So what I've decided to do with this hot mess of a jewelry tangle I've got going on here, because I have tried to untangle this so many times and it's just not working. Denali's like jumping around on the couches right now. There's a cute little crystal here, so I figure I'm actually gonna go ahead and cut it out of the tangle that's here, and that way I can loop some jute through it, and after I fill up these little bottles, it'll be a cute little like charm that'll hang on the edge of the bottle. So there's quite a few little gemstones in here. I think my initial, yeah, there's something with my initial in here. So I'm gonna use, you know, if you have tangled jewelry like this, here's a use for any of the gemstones that you can no longer wear. So yeah, and then basically I just went out to Pinterest and I found these really cute like apothecary bath salt, herbs, dried flowers, jars, and so that's essentially what I'm going to make here. Okay, so I just finished making 2 of these adorable little apothecary bath salt herbal bottles. We're gonna have to come up with a better name for these, but they turned out so cute. So this is the one I showed you I was making, and I just made this one. But what's really great too is that you can have these on display during springtime around your house, and then as long as all of the bath salts and the smells and everything, all of the essential oils work well together, then you can dump this in a bubble bath. So I'll be using these for my bubble baths, and when I run out, I can always make more. So that was a really fun Saturday afternoon activity. If you have not already joined the SOULFLOW Collective, which is my monthly membership community, I highly recommend you do that. I'm going to give a really in-depth tour of my Nook and explain what everything is. So if you are interested in more of the spiritual side of things, really getting into meditation and astrology and the law of attraction and things like crystals and herbs and kind of like that little apothecary herb bath salt jar that I just created. If you're interested in that kind of stuff and you like that whole that whole vibe, make sure you check out the SOULFLOW Collective. It's a monthly membership and you get affirmations, meditations, videos from me, more in-depth videos on things like tarot readings, just more spiritual type stuff that I don't really do here on my YouTube channel. So make sure you check that out. I'm going to be giving an updated tour of my Nook, again explaining what everything is and why I have it, what I use it for. So all of that and more will be taking place over on the SOULFLOW Collective. You can find that link in the description box below. So now I'm just going to kind of tidy up this area and then head into my office and probably get some words down. Since I've worn my flannel and we're starting to head into spring, and I feel like this is a very wintertime flannel, so I'm wearing it one last time while it's still a little bit chilly outside. So I've got my laptop right here, my writing gloves are somewhere around here, I need to find those, and then I also have my series Bible for Shadow Crown. So I will get some writing in this evening. I'm getting ready for Camp NaNoWriMo, which is taking place in April. So I am participating in that. Really excited about it. Just, yeah, chugging along with the Shadow Crown series. I'll have more of an update on Jaded Spring, but there is a 95% chance that I will be releasing this year, most likely in the fall, which is super exciting. I've just had so much going on with Own Your Thrive, with the SOULFLOW Collective, with my coaching programs. There's been so much that has been, there's just a lot to keep me busy, right? And so it's interesting because I thought when I became a creative entrepreneur that I would have so much more time to write, and that's simply just not the case. So there's still the business end, the business side. And I have a lot of things that I want to do. I have a lot of things that I want to create that aren't just books, that doesn't just, you know, pertain to writing. And so it's been really interesting to find that balance. It's something that I am still working on, but I just want you to know, if you're in a situation where you think suddenly becoming an entrepreneur, everything's going to be smooth sailing and super easy and you're going to just have all the time in the world, the exact opposite of that is true. If anything, I expend more energy now than I did when I was working full-time and doing this as a side hustle. So it's interesting. It's interesting how it's played out and how it's come to be. So that's my first update, that Jaded Spring is likely going to be released later this year. That's really exciting. My second announcement is that I know I've attended BookCon for the past 3 years, 4 years, 3 years. Past 3 years. And I've gotten some DMs and some emails, people asking if I would be there this year. And because Own Your Thrive is taking place in mid-May and BookCon is the first weekend in June, it's just a little bit too close together. So I am not going to be at BookCon this year. And honestly, I'm not 100% sure if it's something I'm going to continue going to in future years. So there's that update. Speaking of book signings, there will be a book signing once we wrap up day 1 of Own Your Thrive. So it'll be taking place after that whole day, after those workshops. I'll have copies of all of my books, and so we can take photos and chat, and I can sign your books and write really fun little inscriptions and things like that. So if you haven't gotten your ticket to Own Your Thrive yet, it's probably time to get on that, because we are 2.5 months out, which is just, that's so bananas to me. So bananas, so exciting. And you can still save 20% off with code OWNIT111 at checkout. You can find that information in the description box below. And because it is March, because things are blooming, everything is coming back to life. It's like we are all coming out of our hibernation from the winter season and coming back to life and blooming. I'm running a bunch of sales on all of my courses, and I've also opened up a few spots for both of my self-study coaching programs, Elevate, which is for the aspiring creative entrepreneur, and for VALIANCE, which is for the aspiring author. We're switching up the angle, which means that we are going to have a little heart-to-heart, a little chat, especially as we are entering entering this new phase, this new season of spring. You guys, just now is the time. Now is the time to go after the things you want, to finally put those steps and those plans into motion, into action, to finally start taking action, to invest in yourself, to get the help and the resources and the tools that you need. Like, now is the time. There is no other time, and there never is going to be a perfect time or the right time. You might think, like I was just saying earlier, I always thought that when I became a creative entrepreneur that I would somehow have more time, and it's just not the case. And so the best thing that you can do ever is invest in yourself. You cannot go wrong when you invest in yourself. Whether you like it or not, this is who you are. This is what you got going on. I don't want to say this is what you're stuck with, but that's kind of the point I'm trying to make, is like, this is what you got, and this is all you've got while you're here. So you have to make the most of it. And we make the most of it by investing in ourselves, by saying, like, my growth, my development, my dreams matter. I matter. The things that I want matter. There are so many people out there who just wait and wait and wait and wait, and they think there's going to be, honestly, I don't know what they're waiting for. That there's going to be some magical fairy that just kind of like plops in and is like, here you go, this is everything you've ever wanted, or that someone's going to come riding in to, you know, to save them, or that they're just going to be handed everything that they want on a silver platter. And I'm not necessarily talking about entitlement. It's more of just this waiting because your situation and your scenario isn't perfect yet. It's not ideal yet. And like, it's never going to be perfect or ideal. If you never plant the seed, then the flower can't ever bloom. I mean, there is so much in this lifetime that I still want to do. There's a lot of things that I have done, but there's still a lot of things that I want to do. And so I am constantly planting seeds every single day, planting some sort of seed, whether that's an idea that comes to me or just a small step that I can take every day to get closer to what it is I want. When we just sit there and wait, we give our power away. We give our power away. We just say, okay, I'm gonna wait for time to reveal something to me, or I'm gonna wait for time to bestow upon me these desires and these gifts. And that's just not how life works. Like, when you think about co-creation and manifestation, it's called co-creation for a reason. There's the asking of the thing that you want, ask and it is given, the asking of the desire, and then there's the inspired action that follows that. And I really love, because I've really differentiated between inspiration and motivation. And motivation to me almost feels a bit more forced. I try to live my life in terms of inspiration and inspired action, because inspiration comes from within. It comes from the why. It comes from that deep soul purpose, that deep rooted part of yourself that wants to do something for not external reasons, but because it's truly a part of your soul fabric. Motivation, on the other hand, seems to come from external sources, external forces. And while I think motivation can be a good thing, I have found that as I've started living my life more along the lines of inspiration and really getting back to my why I'm doing the things I'm doing, and making sure that it truly is in alignment with who I am and what I want, it just allows things to unfold so much easier and so much more naturally, because there's no resistance, there's no push-pull, there's no force there. Really, what I'm trying to say is that if you keep waiting, and you keep waiting, and you're waiting for something, especially if you're waiting for something external, you will be waiting for the rest of your life. I know that uncertainty can be really, really hard sometimes. I know that anxiety about the future is a legitimate thing, but so many of us stand at the bottom of a staircase. And if you think of a winding staircase, we can't see all the way up the staircase. And we actually don't even know what's up there. We have to start the climb. And you don't have to see the whole staircase to know that it's there. You just have to be willing to take the first step, and then to take a step after that, and to take a step after that. You're never going to have the whole plan, the whole everything pre-paved and and all ready to go. That's not how it works. You take a step at a time and you pivot and adjust as needed. And that doesn't just go for your dreams, that also just goes for life in general. Again, if you're just gonna stand there and stare at the staircase, you're gonna be staring at it for the rest of your life, because it's not gonna change, it's not gonna shift, it's not gonna move until you start taking the steps up the staircase and see where it's gonna take you. Like, you can't get anywhere by standing still. You have to move forward. You have to be willing to take those steps, as small as they may be. Now I'm going to locate my writing gloves, start writing some words, enter the B-roll. So that is going to conclude today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up to support my channel, and don't forget to click that subscribe button as well as that little bell that will send you email notifications to your inbox whenever I upload new videos. And make sure to check out the description box below for more information on my courses, programs, books, events, like Own Your Thrive. Again, all of that information is linked down below. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you more than you know, and I will see you in my next video. With love and light.